Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, it's a historic exploring video because this is the 150th exploring series video. That's right, we have 150 exploring videos on the exploring series. So yeah, that's actually insane. We started the exploring series back in October 2023. Crazy how it's almost been 3 years since the first exploring video. So yeah, was actually pretty insane. Thank you guys for watching the exploring videos. That's really awesome, and I can't wait to make some more exploring videos. Let's get to 200, guys. We can make it. Anyways, today's video is also a pretty special video because it's about 8102, but not the 8102 you're thinking of. We're doing 8102.0, which is on the winmaim branch. Now this is a viewer request, and I will put the comment up on screen, so thank you for the viewer request. I was gonna make the video anyways, but I'm glad to see that people want to see the video, so yeah, nice. Anyways, Windows 8 build 8102.0, which is on the winmaim Win8M3 EAP branch, obviously is a milestone 3 build. You can tell that by the Win8M3 in the branch. Also, this is an EEAP build, or Ecosystems Engineering Access Program build, and it was compiled on August 24th, 2011. Hey, 10 years ago, Windows XP had released RTM. Isn't that a fun fact? The expiration date is March 11th, 2012, so that's pretty nice. It leaked on December 31st, 2021, so it's supposed to be 2022, but it's 2021. Now, sadly, since it's an EEAP build, the Metro UI and everything has been, well, it's gone. However, there are some red pill files on the Internet Archive, which I will link in the description, so make sure to check those out if you want. I'm gonna link those in the description so that you can install this build and get access to red pill. But I don't know if it'll work, so we're gonna be trying it out ourselves. So yeah, I'll link it anyway, even if it doesn't work. But anyways, we're gonna create a brand new virtual machine, and we're gonna do typical. So I'm just gonna do 9. We're gonna do that. Then we're gonna do build 8102. Oh, this is not in the decimal. Well, I think it's the European decimal, but not the American one. So, yeah. I can't believe, yeah. We're gonna do BIOS, give it 2 CPU cores, give it 8 gigs of RAM, because yes, this is an AMD 64 only build, so yeah, pretty nice. We are going to not use a network connection, SCSI, 60 gigs, create, we're gonna go customize hardware, we're gonna go over to the USB, change it to USB 2.0, go to the ISO, and we're gonna put in the ISO here. Now, if you're wondering why it's already here, it's because this is my second attempt on recording this video, because on the first attempt, I not only forgot to configure my microphone, I was recording only in VMware, not the second monitor, so you did not see the setup process of me making the virtual machine at all. So yeah, that is actually just crazy. But anyways, now we will go to VMware and we will boot into the virtual machine. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to be setting the date to 2000 and... oh yeah, this is actually a bit strange. We're gonna have to set it to August 24th, 2011. Yeah, because today is July 24th, 2026, which means... wow, we just gotta set it to... okay, that's pretty cool. Also, yeah, it's really a fun fact that this build was compiled on August 24th, 2011. So that means 10 years before this build was compiled, we got Windows XP RTM. That is really nice, bro. That is awesome. So, I mean, yeah, that is actually really cool. I really like that fact. So, yeah, that's something cool about this build, you know? We're gonna set this to, oh no, I knew that was happening. We're gonna set this to 2011, and hopefully this build will boot at least. And obviously we should have the developer preview. We should have the developer preview boot screen because we saw that in the last Windows 8 build that we explored. which is build 8064. So yeah, we checked out build 8064, and yeah, it had the new boot screen. So I mean, I'm pretty sure this one has a new boot screen too. Also, this build has gotten rid of all Windows 7 wallpapers. Well, actually, not all of them, but like most of them. The wallpaper that we'll get is a Windows 7 wallpaper, but here's the thing. The other wallpapers, according to BetaWiki, are removed. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. Also, why is this progress bar like this? What is happening? Anyways, we're gonna check on the recording. Does the microphone does work? Okay, great. There we go. There's the boot screen. Windows Developer Preview. Wow. So yeah, there's the developer preview. I'll be back once we are booted up into the installer. Yes. Alright, we're back. Here we are at the installer. Gonna click next. Install now. Setup is starting. Okay. And then we're gonna have to put in the product key. So let me copy the product key. It's actually the same product key as 8064. So yeah. So I'll be back once we have entered the product key. So yeah. Alright, so the license terms have changed. Like, look at this license terms. It has changed. We have this now. The sample applications for Windows Developer Preview. You can see they were really getting ready for Developer Preview. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll be back when something interesting happens. So, yeah. Alright, everyone. The build is installed. We still have this bug here, so that's pretty strange. Let's get that as a 7Zeb. Ask me later. Next. And finalizing our settings. So yeah, I will return once I have the screen resolution set. And then we're gonna explore the one change that was made. And then we'll try to get red pill. Because that will be pretty interesting. I'm actually excited to do the red pill thing because I don't know if it'll work. And that's what makes this fun. So yeah, let's get into that. Control P. We have returned, and here's our screen resolution. It's set to 1920 by 1080. Here's our wallpaper. It's the Windows 7 wallpaper. We've got the start menu with this new profile picture, which we saw in 8064. Let's go over to personalize and see if the regional wallpapers have been removed. And yes, they have been removed. There's actually a new wallpaper, actually. There's a brand new Windows embedded wallpaper, which looks pretty cool from the preview. Let's try it out. So let's try it out. Let's set it. And I think there's a different wallpaper, right? Is there a different wallpaper? I don't know. It looks the same, but I don't know what the wallpaper is changing. I mean, to be fair, this brand new cyan theme doesn't look that bad. And this wallpaper looks pretty cool too. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep it in this wallpaper for the rest of the video. It looks pretty nice. In my opinion, it looks pretty nice. Yeah, so we're going to now try out the awesome red pill stuff. So let's go ahead and grab that ISO. Let me put the ISO in to our virtual machine. And then we can get on installing red pill, you know? Because, yeah, that'll be pretty nice. So, 8102. Grab our red pill. Click OK. And now we are going to open folder to view files. And here are all the files. Wow, that's a lot of files. We gotta replace all of these files. And yeah, I don't really know how we're gonna replace all these files. There's an x86 folder too. which has all these. How exactly do we do this? I don't really know. So let me do some research because I really don't know what to do for this. So yeah. Well, I did some research and we're gonna have to boot into the installer or safe mode. Then we have to take ownership of all the files. Then we gotta delete them. Then we gotta copy the new one. And it just seems very complicated and probably will break. And also it is 9:08 p.m. So we couldn't really do it. It's fine. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, blame the London and Northeastern Railway for all your Windows problems, obviously. Share the video with a friend, comment, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching 150 exploring videos. I am really happy about that. 3 years, guys. 3 years almost. In the next build, we're going to be exploring the actual developer preview. So that would be very, very nice. Thank you for the viewer for suggesting this video. And I will see you in the next video.